All right, guys, if you're a football fan, you'll know that Chelsea just defeated Villarreal in the UEFA Super Cup final. They beat them 6-5 on penalties. Score can be seen as 5-6. And the game finished 1-1 after extra time. Remember Euro 2020 final finished 1-1 and went to penalties. This time, though, the English team prevail in the final on penalties. So I'm going to go through so many rituals here, guys. Personally, for me, I'll tell you my bets. Well, I only had two. I had Villarreal to lift the trophy. They didn't. Disappointed. However, I had the game to go to penalties, which was plus 600. So again, a great day financially. Would have been perfect if Villarreal would have won it. They actually took a 1-0 lead in the shootout. It was looking good. And they went on to lose 6-5 or 5-6. Again, 65, 56. Those numbers everywhere. I'm going to show you in this video why it went to penalties, why Ziyech scored the opening goal, why Moreno equalised after 73 minutes, why the game finished 1-1 after extra time, and why Kepa was a hero. I'm going to start with Kepa, okay? Let me start with Kepa. Kepa saves 2 penalties, his only 2 touches of the game. Kepa, Arrizabalaga, not proud of refusing to come off before Carabao Cup final shootout. So in 2019, Chelsea played Man City in the Carabao Cup final. The coach, Sarri, wanted to take Kepa out. He refused to come off. And what happens? Man City win the shootout 4-3. Kepa gets humiliated, pretty much loses his starting lineup spot. But what happens with these athletes, guys? They go through humiliation rituals for success. Kepa, for whatever reason, the most expensive goalkeeper, or was. I'm not sure if he still is, but he was when he signed for Chelsea. 72 million, guys. Jesuit order equals 72. So Kepa basically waved away his manager's instructions to leave the pitch. He went on to save Sané's penalty, but Chelsea were defeated overall. And now Kepa's the hero. Kepa's the hero. I'll tell you why Kepa's connected to penalties, because Kepa equals 33, as does penalty. Gets you 33. So Kepa and penalties go hand in hand. It seems like Kepa and drama as well. The guy's made so many errors. It's just outrageous, because a lot of these players are not as good as you think. We have a Spanish goalkeeper ritual as well against Villarreal. Remember, De Gea missed the decisive penalty for Man United in the Europa League final. And then Kepa comes in with seconds left of extra time. And he's the hero. And he was always going to be the hero, because this is what happens. It's just a ritual. When Kepa came in, I was like, no. I thought it was a done deal. I thought Villarreal have got this. When Kepa came in, it's like, this makes no sense. This is a ritual. He's going to be a hero. And he saves 2 penalties. His only 2 touches of the game. A cheeky 22. Society of Jesus equals 79, guys. The 22nd prime. I'll discuss that. So this shootout, you can say that Villarreal lost 5-6 or Chelsea won 6-5. So Society of Jesus gets you 56. Okay? And it also gets you 79. This was the 7th time in the last 9 Super Cup finals that the game went to extra time. Villarreal lose 5-6. 5-6 on penalties. Look at this. Society of Jesus gets you 191. 191, the 43rd prime. Okay? Kepa, when he refused to come off, Kepa and Chelsea lost that final against Man City 4-3 on penalties. See how it's all done, how it's all rigged. Clearly Kepa's a huge Jesuit. Undeniable at this point. Like all these top players. And The score can be seen as 6-5 in regards to the penalties. This right here, guys, is the date where Man City beat Chelsea when Kepa refused to come off. 65 date numerology pure. Okay? 65 date numerology pure. And now he's the hero. And Chelsea win 6-5. Can people not see this? Well, I get why they don't. It's pretty complicated, but the more you do it, the more obvious it becomes, the more undeniable it becomes. So the decisive penalty was missed by number 3, Raul Albiol. Okay, number 3. And who are Chelsea sponsored by? Who are they sponsored by? This team that just won the Champions League and now just won the Super Cup. They're sponsored by 3. Guys. They're sponsored by 3. And number 3 missed the decisive penalty. So, this guy, bit of a legend in Spain. Look at his name here. 103. 103. Kepa was born 103, 10-3. (10-3), 103. He saves Raul Albiol's penalty. So Chelsea win the Super Cup. His name equals 103. Notice how his name also equals 40. And he misses the decisive penalty on 40 date numerology. There's so much to this, guys, that it's undeniable. So 103, like the 103s that I've just discussed, 103 is the 27th prime. And the opening goal of the game was scored by Ziyech after 27 minutes. And by the way, look here, H. Ziyech. H. Ziyech. 48. This game was played on the 223rd day of the year. 223 is the 48th prime. H. Ziyech 48 in the purest cipher opens the scoring after 27 minutes, the ritual number. And then we have Moreno after 73 minutes. 73, the 21st prime, the 2021 Super Cup final. Just a joke. And then I decoded this. Because I decode in play better than most people. I win most of my money in play. So, if you look here, I said this. 27 and 73 minute goals. 27 plus 73 equals 100. Wednesday equals 100. This may end 1-1. And I was referring to after extra time. And that's what happened. It finished 1-1. Wednesday equals 100. The 2 goals come after 27 and 73 minutes. You add those numbers up, you get 100. So again, just being smart and seeing the riddle play out, putting the numbers together, because it's all ritualistic, it's undeniable, especially when you do it for as long as I have. I'll continue with it. So I did a post where I said, Super Cup final, the final takes place on a day leaving 142 days left in the year. Penalties equals 142. This was published August the 9th. Okay? Plus 600 for this game to go to penalties. So that was fantastic. Fantastic. Just would have been a dream if Villarreal won the shootout. And people like Java or Amazing Decoder, another coincidence is that the Villarreal team won, there were 21 penalties. This is referring to the shootout between Man United and Villarreal in the Europa League final, where De Gea missed, where he was clearly told to miss. And look, like 2-0-1, like the Jesuit order. And it finished 11-10, like 1-1-1, like Jorge Mario Bergoglio. We know 9/11 happened on a day leaving 111 days left in the year. So obvious who's behind all of this stuff. And then look at this, interest in 79. That's it. For the 7th time in 9 Super Cups, we're into extra time. So Villarreal FC will get you 79. I thought this was a good sign for them, to be honest. But no, they lose 5-6 on penalties. Like, my word. Society of Jesus gets you 79. 22nd prime. Opening goal scored by Ziyech, the guy who wears the number 22 jersey. And look here how he was taken off after 43 minutes. Society of Jesus 191. The 43rd prime. And he gets taken off after 43 minutes. Are you kidding me? Werner comes off after 65 minutes and they win 6-5 on penalties. Kante as well after 65. So Kante and Werner come off after 65 minutes and Chelsea win the shootout 6-5. Jorginho, he scored one of the penalties. Pulisic scored one of the penalties. Mount scored one of the penalties. And so did Azpilicueta. Spaniard. My word. Azpilicueta, number 28, comes on after 82 minutes. I'm just shocked the number 33 didn't make an appearance. This is just so ritualistic, guys. Oh, by the way, 666 days between the birth dates of Tuchel and Unai Emery. 666. Chelsea just won the 66th edition of the Champions League. Like, come on. At this point, it's just an absolute joke. It's just an absolute joke how rigged it all is. Again, I've won a nice amount of money here, but I'm frustrated. Football used to be my whole life. I believed in all of this, and it's all just completely rigged and ritualistic, and it makes my blood boil. And people still defending it. The stuff that I've proven with Messi is undeniable. Called it a while ago. It's undeniable. He signs for PSG on the 222nd day of the year. The number I've been talking about for about 9 months to a year. And I called it a while back. The number 3 missing the decisive penalty in Chelsea is sponsored by 3. And how often do I talk about the number 3 and 33? It's just all perfectly synced. And yeah, I did well today to say the game would go to penalties. My gut told me Chelsea are going to win it now because Kepa's coming in, because I see through the rituals. A lot of other people will be like, Kepa's coming in, Villarreal are going to win. Kepa's a terrible goalkeeper, but no. It was his turn to be a hero. Kepa, Mendy, what's going on with that? 1 week Kepa's starting, then Mendy, like what's that all about? I noticed that. You'd have Mendy like get 6 clean sheets in a row and then get dropped. Why? Why would you do that? The media will say Tuchel is just allowing players to get playing time. What a coach. They'll say that Tuchel was a genius for this. Tuchel's just a little Jesuit, okay? Simple as that. Him, Klopp, Arsene Wenger, Zidane, Emery, the list goes on and on and on. All of the top ones are either Jesuits or Masons. That's why so many of them are ex-players. They're just members of the order. We've been fooled, guys. I've said before, the people who run professional sports, they own all of the media. Look at Walmart's logo, by the way. It's a sun. And the Society of Jesus worship the sun. They're behind all of these rituals, guys. Black Lives Matter, coronavirus, financial crises, world wars. They're behind all of them and people ignore it. And they'll keep doing it while people ignore it. I'll have people say, but you preferred Villarreal to win this. Yeah. And I also said it would go to penalties at 6-1 plus 600. I want a big profit. But it's not about that anymore. Money, that's going to be gone soon. And somebody asked me, Adam, why do you say this is going to be the last Olympics? Why do you say this is going to be the last World Cup? Because when the NWO, New World Order, the Society of Jesus, pretty much is, people will tell you, it's already the New World Order. No, it's not. The New World Order, guys, will be where we have literally no say. I won't be doing these videos anymore. So when they do have an actual New World Order, where they control everything and everyone, because we allow it, they won't need to distract the masses with professional sports or with Hollywood. They won't need to do it anymore. And it'll be our own fault for not doing anything and not stepping up. There's only so many videos I can do about this. Like I keep saying, yes, it feels good to win money. Said this for over a year. It's good to win money. It's nice. But what is it anyway? Printed paper? I'd much rather share these decodes and build my spirit up within me and interact with like-minded people who see where the world's going and actually care and trying to do something about it and trying to tell people. But you said England would win the Euros. Yeah. And they got to the final. And why did Italy win it? Because it was all connected to the Pope. And I won over $1,000 in that tournament. I'm happy financially, but again, I was happy revealing who were behind the ritual. The Society of Jesus, the Pope, the first openly Jesuit Pope, and all this stuff's going on under his leadership. People so wrapped up in religion that they won't accept that the guys are Luciferian. They won't accept it because they're brainwashed. It's going to hurt them too much because they've committed so much of their life to being brainwashed and controlled. Simple as that, whether you like it or not. So there you have it, guys. Huge ritual. I've given you about 40 examples. Why Chelsea won this game, why it went to penalties, why it finished 1-1, why these players scored when they did, why it finished 6-5 or 5-6 on penalties. And most people will just say, whatever. And again, I will say this. You won't be saying that this time next year.